everybody. I'm Jewel.
And I'm Jay, and we're here with Raw Mentality, how to understand the black man. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Brian. I'm single.
Hi, I'm Jerry. I'm also single.
I'm TJ. I'm in a relationship.
I'm John. It's complicated.
I'm Jewel. I'm married. I'm Courtney. I'm taking.
Okay.
I like that shit.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
really
that.
cool.
Like
Yeah,
That's what started off.
I know that's right.
You know, got me.
I want to make it sound good. Okay, so we here to talk about, just understanding y'all as black men in America and kind of for y'all to get y'all shit off. We always say we don't listen to y'all, so now's the time for y'all to tell us what y'all need to tell us. And so, go ahead.
All right, so I want to start off the discussion with talking about each of you all's definition of what masculinity is.
Hop right on in there.
Yep,
Yeah,
get right to the point.
Hey.
We can start on the right since we started left
Man,
with
didn't I say I
introduction.
did not want to go first?
He
didn't
introduced himself first.
first.
Topics, man.
Man, that's what I said. Y'all come with the
You
hard
did.
one first?
Okay. Is anybody
I'm gonna keep it G. I don't want to go first on that.
Okay, so let's
All
break
right.
the ice into
So,
going into
definition of masculinity.
Okay.
I would have to go with being confident in yourself, regardless of what the next person thinks.
Okay.
Take that.
Okay. He spoke for everybody.
I think he covered it all
Yeah.
because it's masculinity is like whoever's being masculine or what you consider masculine. Because what I consider masculine might not be what you consider.
So what
That's
you
what we wanna
consider
know.
masculine, or what
It's in y'all.
what would you say makes you a man?
Okay, a man stands on his principles.
Okay.
A man is Damn, this is a deep ass question. I can
Man,
go
just
all
off
day.
the bat.
Off the rip.
Straight in.
What y'all wanted me to
Don't
ask?
y'all
What
like
y'all ate
Webster's?
lunch? We understand that it's a very subjective
It is. It's a wide
definition.
question.
So, as a woman, I feel like every man that I date kind of differ. Well, no, they do differ a lot. But it's hard for me to be every relationship ain't gonna be the same. Let me say it like that. So I need to understand what manhood feels like to you in order to cater to that relationship.
I'll put it like this. So how I've been taught and how life has taught me, a man is a protector, a man is a provider, a man is comfortable admitting wrongs. That's one of the biggest parts of manhood to me. Like, a boy is always gonna be on some bullshit as far as I fucked up, I'ma hide it. You know what I'm saying? Man is like, I gotta stand there and eat everything that comes with this.
Mm-hmm.
So those things is what I think make a man.
Okay.
Yeah, I did it. I fucked up.
Yep.
For real, like that's one of the manliest things to do. That shit hard as fuck,
It's hard.
right?
For real. To face that shit, accountability is
I would actually agree, but actually being on both ends, from being married also to being single, masculinity is everything what these brothers just said and everything, but at the same time, and it might go a little deeper, and I don't want to go to a bunny hole, so I want to stay, in the premises of what we talking about right now. But sometimes,
Go where you need to go.
all right. Sometimes, the crazy part about masculinity is when we can show that we provide, we show that we support, we show that we love, from whether it's wife to girlfriend to kids to family, whatever the case may be. As a black man, sometimes that stuff, our masculinity is turned around and used against us.
Can't be vulnerable.
Because
Let's talk about it.
when I was married, my masculinity was turned around and used against me. She would ask me, express your feelings. Because I always had a wall up. I ain't about to express it. I'm masculine. What the point I need to express for? Because if my wife sees me down, what's that gonna put in her mind? You know what I mean? So, but when I say, damn, man, I don't feel it today, or I'm tired, or I don't want to do that today, or whatever, well, why don't you want to do it? Hold up, man. You just told me to express myself.
Right.
I'm not expressing myself saying that I'm actually not going to do it.
Right.
I'm just saying it so you know how your husband feel. So masculinity is such a vast topic on what masculinity should be towards men or from men or anything like that. But I agree with Juby. I agree with Jerry.
I'm gonna take it one step further, brother.
Go.
I got 2 boys.
I got one.
I kiss my sons in the mouth now. One of them 12, one of them 9 months. I don't care if he 18 or 33. You gonna get this kiss and this hug.
Yes.
Period.
I think that's it.
Go ahead.
I think that's important too to show affection, cause I tell my friends now, I love you, bro. Get out the phone. I love you, dog. Just so when my son get older and it's time to embrace that, he doesn't confuse his sexuality with like friendship affection. You know what I'm saying? Just so he won't be like, damn, nigga, don't touch me like
Right.
that.
Introducing
My friends
them
are
intimacy and being
right. Intimacy and affection is 2 different. Well, they're not different, but there's 2 ways to do it.
Right.
Like my friends are affectionate. We hug each other. Hey, what's up, bro?
Right.
It's not like, damn, nigga, you don't touch me like that, nigga. It's you know what I'm saying. We know we care about each other. So I try to instill that in him, knowing the difference between that and when you find who you love and you show that type of intimacy.
Right.
But what you just said, that's how society made it, though.
Right.
Society has made it to where men
You
can't
can't
express love, or we can't express, feelings or whatever. We gotta have this hard structure and everything, especially like the black man, because we have been down for so long and everything. When we try to come up, in the midst of a come up, we go have emotions. We go have different feelings that we feel and everything. But when we show that masculinity, even us being angry within our masculinity, oh, he's an animal. You know what I mean? Right. Well, what do you want me to be? Do you want me to be masculine, or do you want to? I ain't gonna say it.
Okay.
Or do you want to be a female? Which one? And that's
and then I want to jump back to what he said, because I got 2 boys, and my son, he used to always try to kiss me. I'm like, nah, chill out. He ain't number 1, so he kind of like, why not?
Right.
And my girl was like, why you don't let him do that? I'm like, that because my pops, me and my pops,
Right.
We got love, but we never told each other we love each other. So now that I got boys, it's a little different. Because I wake up every morning and tell him I love him, because my pops didn't tell me that, but I knew he loved me. So it was kind of different. So I do show a little bit more affection when it comes to my boys.
That's crazy.
When, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, I feel where he's coming from with that, because my son, he be trying to kiss me. I'm like, man. Nah, my girl be like, man, let him kiss you.
Yeah.
That's my boy. Nah, she like, man, let him kiss her. Now he be like, dang. I'm like, come on, man. I'm on the cheek,
My
dog.
son come up and grab me. Nah, I'm like, shit, I love you too,
Yeah. And I was gonna ask that too. Like, was there a father or a male role model that kind of helped y'all with these values and instill this in you, or was this kind of something that you built
Man, I grew
yourself?
up with a household full of women. Down south women.
Man,
Not a male in sight.
it's
no
kind of
uncle,
hard for
no
me to
brother,
answer that,
none of
because I grew up around a lot of, I got a lot of uncles, you know what I'm saying, and I got my pops, but it was never a, I love you son thing, or I love you nephew. It was always, I knew they loved me, but it was never said. So now I express that to my sons, you know what I'm saying. I tell them I love them every morning before I go. When I get to the house, I know they sleep. I'm like, hey boy, love you, good night, son. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't get that. So I want them to know when they get older, they can always come holler at me or something. Because it's kind of, it's a different situation.
I never grew up with my dad around. Matter of fact, it was just an in and out type of thing. Like, I saw him at least 5 times growing up, and when I really saw him was on my graduation day.
Damn.
And that's when he really decided to show up and make his face known. So
My dad, me and my dad cool now, but growing up, he didn't teach me shit, but
Real shit.
he was an NFL prospect. He went to college, but my entire life, I couldn't look at my dad and say, hey, why you didn't teach me X, Y, and Z? So when I turned 30, that's when I started asking them questions like, Pops, let me talk to you for a second. Why you didn't teach me shit growing up? And I had that hard conversation with my dad. It took a lot in me to accept him for who he is, because when it comes to masculinity, a lot of people either accept it, they either able to, or they don't know how to, discern between the two. Because at the time, he tried to blame my mom for the problems on why he wasn't in my life. But here I am, 30 years old. I've lived with my mother my entire life. I know for a fact she brought me to you during the summertime. So how you telling me about my mom
that's right.
Right.
when I ain't never seen you around? Like, So that just told me, Jerry, you have to teach your sons, this is love, this is masculinity, this is how you take care of your family, this is how you be there for your family. So I'm still learning today.
That's good. We always learn.
I'm kind of in the same boat as Courtney. My pops was always around. Never had a fallout or anything. But as far as expressing it, knew it. But my pops didn't start telling me he loved me consistently. I want to say till about I graduated from college in 2016. I say around then. He would tell me like in big moments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like we damn near had to cry for him to say it, right? So it's like, damn son, I love. He had to be overwhelmed to say it. But now it's like when I start having my own family and time spent together start getting shorter, it was like, damn. So that he texts me every morning. Now he got me and my sister in the group chat. Hey, I love y'all. Good morning. Be great today. Whatever. But I always wonder like, damn, why he never said that shit to me. But then I peeped. He was raised by my great aunt and my great grandmother. So I did a little test. And we was leaving their crib. I go see them every Sunday because they older women. And I said, all right, y'all, I love y'all. And it fucked them up. They was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Right, like I know you do.
I gotta say it. Right.
But
I gotta say it.
And it's also like my grandfather. It had to be a traumatic experience or something great had to happen for him to tell me that. So I think it's just they background and they had to be so fucking tough coming up, whether it was woman or man. Like especially going through the shit they went through as black people. So it was like, nigga, you know I love you. We got shit to worry about different right now.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So it
was more about survival.
Exactly.
We didn't get to enjoy.
We didn't get to enjoy loving each other.
Speaking of, y'all be leading right on into this stuff. I love it. So speaking of survival, so can y'all kind of speak? I don't know, what kind of relationships y'all being in or y'all significant others, but kind of that difference between being raised on survival and being raised on love and how that aspect, plays a part in your relationship. Or shit, if you with somebody that's y'all both being raised on love or both being raised on struggle,
I'll start this topic. So being raised on love, I was raised by my grandma. So, grandma made sure that everything was taken care of. So I really didn't have to survive per se for anything unless I was living with my mama. Now, she grew up, like we grew up Juniper Gardens and everything, So like the hood and everything. So, but mainly raised by my grandma and raised on love. But when I got married, that's when survival mode had to kick in. When bills start going down, when the food in the cabinet start getting empty and start getting low and everything, especially when I had my baby girl, like having to fend her and everything. So, yeah, survival mode had to kick in tough. And as a man at that point, I'm like, oh shoot, what to do. Everything, my grandma took care of everything. So hold on. I need to figure out. And my wife looked at me like, nigga, what's up?
What you doing? Because automatically it goes to you as a man. Not saying specifically for me, but as society as a whole.
Exactly.
We struggling. We in a marriage. It's like coming from a future housewife myself.
Yeah.
If I'm ever in a position and I'm struggling, I'm like, bro, why did I marry you? I could have struggled by myself.
And it was even more pressure.
Yeah. I want everybody to know.
And it was even more pressure on me because at the time when we first got married, I was 19. She was 31.
Damn.
She already had 4 boys.
So you had to
you took on a big responsibility.
I took on a big responsibility. Why? Because I wanted to.
Shout out to you, though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But a lot of times when I didn't share with nobody, I didn't share with her. Shit was hard as hell.
Yeah, I imagine.
It was hard as hell.
I can't imagine, actually.
But
one boy is alive.
Yeah.
4.
It's your kids.
All these people.
So can you ask other people questions?
What was the question?
Yeah, no, you
Yeah, it's open discussion.
So
Oh,
her
go
specific
ahead.
question, let me reiterate.
Go ahead.
It was being raised on love versus survival, or being with someone raised on love versus survival.
I want to ask B a question. So was she raised on love or survival?
She was raised on survival. Now,
Okay,
both of
yeah.
our moms was crack addicts. But she had it tough because she lived with her mom. And all the time leaving for 2 weeks out and everything and being with her brother. She got 8 other brothers and sisters.
I'm about to cry.
You know? So she grew up hard. I got the similar life on my mama's side, but I never had to grow up with my mama. You know, she didn't raise me. So looking at that versus actually being in it is 2 totally different worlds.
So with her being raised on survival and you being raised on love, what was the dynamic like between y'all relationship?
Woo!
Like how she expressed love and how you expressed love. Did it differ?
I would say my love was easy, her love was hard.
Okay.
You know, I love, you know, with Karen, like, I love you, baby, I love you, give me a kiss, give me a hug, hold my hand, blah, blah, blah.
Affectionate.
And she had to grow into that.
I'm a dweeb.
Because in her household, I love you wasn't said, but you knew it. You know, her brother and sisters, they didn't hug and say all that lovey-dovey stuff, you know, but they knew they had each other back when it came down to it.
And it just depends though, because I done talked to females that was raised on survival and some that was raised on love. I would say I'd rather have one that was raised on love than survival, because when y'all both raised on survival, it could get ugly. Because it's kind of hard to say. I was raised on both. Like my mama, she was more so the loving. When she told me she loved me, I knew she loved me. But I was with my pops all the time, so he was more so like, I ain't gonna give you nothing. You gonna work for
Survive,
everything you
nigga,
got. I ain't
Matter
giving
of
you
fact,
nothing.
Bam!
Yeah, you know what I'm
Get
saying?
it up!
Yeah, he wasn't giving me nothing, so I was kind of raised on both. So I kind of took more towards the survival side, because the love side, like, okay, that's my mama, that's the female side, so I'm gonna stand over here with pops.
Damn.
And I didn't talk to females that didn't, in the same situation, they mama might have been out here or something. They totally different. I prefer the love, but the survival's different.
Yeah.
Because if something get hard, you be like, okay, I know she
No,
gonna
you
get out there and grind it
right.
out if I
No,
get
sir.
into a certain situation.
No, sir.
But I don't know what type of ones he ran into. I ran into the one, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
rough.
If it get hard, you know what I'm saying? She'll grind it out.
I'm in an interesting position because I feel like both me and my wife were raised on both love and survival. Like you said, moms, I love you, boy. Give me a kid. My mom's a super affectionate coming up. If I ain't know nobody else love me, I knew my mama loved me. So that was always there. But I seen her grit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if shit was looking bleak, it was like down 2 seconds. Kobe got the ball. I know she about to come through. Like, I knew that she was gonna come clutch every time. So I seen that part of survival. We done came home from football games and lit candles. Baby, they'll be back on in a couple days. Don't worry about it. We good, right? So I've seen that side. I was raised on love. My pops show love, but didn't say it. My wife, on the other hand, there's a different. She saw the survival too, but the love part was a little bit harder for her. And I seen that because I'm a little puppy. I want to touch you. I want to kiss you. And I seen that dynamic when we first got together. Like, we had Worlds of Fun or something. I think I grabbed her hand. I'm like, nigga, I want to show these niggas. You know, we right. I'm like, I told him on the side. I said, I'm a dweeb. I do that type of shit. But she was like, man, we ain't always gotta be touching, bro. Like, we ain't gotta be doing that. But hey, broke my little heart. Like, damn, she might not be the one. You know what I'm saying? Like, then she fucked it up. But then, like, as time grew on, she had to trust me with that. So as much, like, now I'm like, dude, get your ass off me, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, so now I think we kind of come to that because I see my mother and my wife. If I could go broke tomorrow, that girl gonna go fucking get it, nigga. Like, if I lost my job right now, nigga, that's no real shit. That's real shit. That's my nigga though. And that's why I married her, because she'll tell me right now, hey bro, you know, if you ain't got it, I got it. If you can't handle this, I got it. We good. Like, if you ain't got it, we got it. If I got it, we got it, and vice versa. So I think that just came through.
That's why y'all married. I about to say that's why y'all married.
And see, yeah, because my girl,
a lot of women that
she
ain't
the same exact way. Like you said, when we first started talking, she went with that hug. She like, watch it. I'm like, damn, I want a hug.
You like it.
And you know, I was never the affectionate person, because she'll tell you, like, I don't show you, I'm not an emotional person. So when we first met, she wasn't like that. I'm like, I was the same type of time. He like, man, maybe she ain't the one.
Right.
Cause I want to hug and she don't want to give a hug. So I'm cool. But like you said, she slowly grew into it. So now it's more so I'm like, damn, get off me, dog. I'm trying to breathe. But you know, shout out to you, baby. I love you.
Well, I just kind of different for me.
I like you've been real quiet.
Oh no, you been having something to say
Secretly, but he ain't saying it.
What you got to say, John?
You raised on love, survival,
I feel
relationships.
like my whole life been survival. Like shit.
Really? You such a loving person.
Thank you. Look, see.
I'm lying. He mean to me every day.
Dang, you know, survival will turn you into
Nah,
that.
I'm just kidding,
Yeah.
yeah.
Survival will turn you
Nah, that
into a
showed
different
me
type of
everything
person.
I didn't want to be. Like
Yeah.
shit. Like I said, I showed my son hella affection. Like that's my dog.
Love it.
But I feel like my whole life is survival. Like pops went there, shit. I seen my mom's like had to get it out the mud, like you said. Come in, light candles, shit. I done had to fill up buckets of water. Like,
Go
like,
put that shit on the stove.
like, the mud, like, yeah, had to get buckets of water to take baths and shit. Like, pops, this nigga a truck driver. I know he got bread, shit. He ain't kicked in, shit. So, like I said, since I was 15, I've been paying bills, and give my grandma and shit money. Like, whole life been survival.
Do you feel like your preference would be a woman raised on survival or love?
I need a little bit of both. Like,
balance.
Yeah.
It gotta be.
Like, I don't want to have to teach you how to. My nigga, I'm knocking on 30.
I feel you though, because you don't want no woman that's, I don't want to take it from you, know what I'm saying, but you don't want a woman that's straight out on love.
Because
like,
love
dog,
ain't gonna pay
if
no
I get to
bills.
the bottom, you gonna be looking at me like,
what we gonna
And
do?
I
I'm
Hey, I done
like,
had
what,
that
you
shit
can't help,
happen.
you can't
That's
be out there
your
with me.
You looking stupid.
I need
Yeah.
somebody to help pull me up if
You
you go
feel
down.
me? If I fall, I want to be able to be like,
To
pick
lean
me
on
up.
somebody,
You gotta
shit.
pick me up, you know what I'm saying? Because if you fall, I'm gonna be right there, no
Yeah.
questions
Y'all
asked.
see, y'all
I'm
see the
gonna
game
claim
Sunday,
every
right?
time.
Niggas watch the game.
Yeah.
Y'all see Mahomes fold up.
Yeah.
I need that lineman said, you need that in a relationship. Like, nah, you can't fall out here, bro.
Hey, y'all just made a whole point, bro.
Nah,
What?
man,
How old are you now?
29.
29, bro. I'm 39. So it was kind of rough growing up. Like my mom, she wasn't the lovey-dovey type. Now she is,
My
but
mom
growing
said
up,
it.
she always felt like she had to be like
She was raising a boy.
right,
Yeah.
right. So it wasn't no "I love you." It wasn't no "good job." My
Real shit.
When I graduated from college, the first thing she said to me was, "You still ain't shit."
Damn.
And I was like,
As
"Damn."
a graduate?
Like, what the fuck? So it made me go a little harder. But then I think about how my mom treated me growing up. My high school girlfriend, I remember the first time. Man, I was broke. And I don't know how the fuck it happened, but my girlfriend bought us some pizza that night.
Shit make you cry, won't it? Shit.
My mom came home, she was like, "Nigga, I know you ain't got no motherfucking money. Where this shit come from?" It's like, she got it. Man, she went the fuck off. She made me give her money back and said, "Don't you ever in your life have a woman pay for your food again." So, my oldest son, when I got with her, she didn't have to pay no bills. I moved her into my house. I said, "Look, I want you to get through school. I want you to get your degree. I want you to do whatever you need to do to progress your life. Because that's how much I care about you." Not once during that period did she say, "Jerry, you good? What you need?"
Nigga, just hearing that shit, you just
That's it. That's all I needed.
That's all I need to hear.
You probably ain't got
That's
shit
it.
to give me, but
So
just
much more than
that you
shit.
asked me, that shit is
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's enough.
You straight? You alright?
So that I get where, the love and, not having love, like that does fuck your relationships up for the future. So now, hey, I look at all my past relationships like, look, this is what I did. This is the lesson I learned afterwards. This is why the shit went that way.
Yup.
So what I'm not going to do again.
That's man shit though.
Exactly.
That's man shit.
Trial
Being
and
able to say,
error.
damn,
I know
that's
my
where I
words,
went
shit.
wrong.
I know my worth.
What you had to say, T?
I mean, pretty much kind of like what he said, like, because I grew up with all women. So my mom, it was me, my mom, and my sister. Then it would just rotate. Maybe my uncles would be in there, but they wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? So shit. Then like my grandma came. Then it'd be my cousins, but it's all women and shit. But it wasn't no I love you, son. It wasn't none of that shit. Yeah. But I would see like. I didn't understand it at first. Like, damn, did my mama not fuck with me?
Right.
She showed mad love to my sister. But as I got older, I'm like, damn, she understand my sister need that, and my son don't. But I still got a man. I still got to raise this man. But she didn't know how. And I didn't understand that till I became a man. Mm-hmm. Like, damn, my mama just didn't know how. She didn't know. And she was dedicated to moving up, like, to just showing progress instead of, like, showing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to just show y'all. And shit, like everybody was saying, like, nigga, I know my mama love me. I just know. But I could count on both my hands now to this day, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But I just know. Because she go to war for the boy.
Yeah.
She show up every time I need my mom. And shit like that. So, like, man, I just seen the shit. Like, we stayed in the hood. We stayed on, like, 10th Street. Nigga, when she got a raise. We moved up them numbers, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, she's showing me in a different way. Like, bro, this is what it is. Son, you gotta survive out here. You gotta get to it. Like, it's fucked up, like you said, it's fucked up my shit, because I only been in, like, 2 relationships, because I can't give you love, shorty. Like,
you gotta work for it.
I can't. I don't know how to either. That, like, I don't know how to, and it's gonna fuck up a whole lot of other shit. So we done been friends all these years, and then we want to hop in that shit short. I can't give you that because I don't know how, and that shit done.
They don't even understand that.
You know what I'm saying? And as a man, as a boy, you just like, bro, I just like her a lot.
Right.
And I don't understand, like, nigga, you can't give her, you know what I'm saying, what the fuck you hopping into, bro. Like, you can't, you're not capable of that, bro, so now you bringing her down and shit like that, so.
I'm glad you can acknowledge, though,
that's
that
shit.
A lot of men can't even acknowledge that they are incapable. Incapable of expressing love. I think.
Like, not to piggyback off. I mean, just to go off that, like, women do be the catch, and then this when you realize, like, nigga, I'm the catch.
Yeah, that part.
Y'all the catch.
In a sense, you know what I'm saying? It's just knowing your worth. You feel me?
Okay, so.
Before you, are you gonna change the subject?
No, well, it just was gonna go off being the catch.
I just didn't want you to change the subject. Oh, you got another question?
But it was still gonna be.
We worth everything they ain't giving us.
Well, y'all was talking about, you was saying you know your worth, and y'all was saying y'all was being the catch. So I was just gonna ask y'all, like, where do y'all feel like y'all worth come from, or like, how would y'all define y'all worth, like?
Shit, I know that one. I'm gonna let y'all go first. Let y'all go first.
Mister, I know my worth.
You did say that. You did.
I mean, cause I feel like I do everything. Like, shit, I'm a provider, a leader, shit.
Protector, all that.
Yeah, I do everything. I cover the board, shit. I've been doing it.
You bring everything to the table.
I'm the fucking table.
Oh,
Straight up.
So when you say stuff like that, though, do you want a woman that can match? And y'all have 2 tables? Or do you want her to bring something that you haven't brought? But you said you brought everything. So, like, when you dating a man that, you know, has said he brought everything to the table, how's a woman supposed to love you when you say something like that?
I was just about to say, you bring this up.
If I bring the table, you
add
bring the
chairs. Oh, we the
chairs.
chairs. Okay.
I got the
I bought
table.
the table.
Okay.
I'm gonna put
At least you
gonna
gonna
make
make
your
up
job where the napkins all that, and get the glasses and put them on there. I got everything. Set the table.
When you say stuff like that, my mind processes it as you want a woman that was raised on love and not struggle because you didn't brought everything else to the table.
Man,
To the table.
Nah, they go back
that
to
was
both.
2 different connections. I thought it was 2 separate questions.
She connected them.
So you're saying that like if your table, you know, some fall off and break, you want her to have that backup.
Yeah.
Is that what y'all saying? Okay.
Run to the store for us real quick.
Yeah, I done been that time when my leg fell off the table, but my girl was there
I
to
done
put the
had
glue back on
they
that.
want you to buy the groceries, cook, clean, and do everything. Like, what are you here for? Like, you gotta be able to do something.
They worthless.
Okay, we here for you guys. So I have another question based off that. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna let y'all finish answering. I'm gonna let y'all finish answering the words.
You can only come home to somebody who ain't doing shit at the house.
That's
Somebody
what it
that-
is.
Oh,
What
what?
was the question?
The word. Where do you
I
find
get
your
pissed out
word?
now.
But
My
you
wife
right.
clean
Hey.
everything. Damn.
Hey,
Like, dog, you just watched it.
You only
I
got
was
so
watching
many
it.
times,
I just
boy.
took a slip out 30 minutes ago, and they already in the washer.
I mean,
Wow.
when it comes to like you said, I'm a provider and I bring everything to the table. So do y'all feel like when it comes to the role of providing, that if you're with a woman and she makes more money than you, how do you feel about that?
You gotta
I'm
eat
cool.
that shit.
It's gonna motivate me to.
You got
It's gonna motivate.
It's-
Yeah, it's
To-
gonna
to make
motivate
more
me
money?
to step
Yes.
up. Yes.
So
I have been
essentially,
out
you
my
want to
shit.
make more
That's
money.
my
I have
problem.
been in positions. I have been in positions where I was sitting on the sidelines and she was playing the game and I
Yeah.
was cheering her on. I've
Real
been in
shit.
positions like
Yeah.
that. I've also been in positions where she's way the fuck at the top of the stands and I'm working my ass off. So just being able to know that it has to be a piece of communication where it's like you're not gonna use this against me or something.
Exactly.
Because it don't mean shit if you gonna be there to help me when I need it, but then we get into an
Oh,
argument
yes.
and you throw it at me. And I
You
heard
remember I bought you them shoes?
I
and
want
you-
to ask you,
I can say that's never happened to me.
going back to, just for the age difference.
Yeah,
Was that a problem in your shit when you
it
was?
was.
Cause I was.
So
19,
Cause I don't
yeah.
say I'll fuck with the cougar. And
I was
ready for me.
I was gonna chime in. Well, y'all know
Y'all
me
know
from
what
high
she
school. I was
Yeah.
always kept myself, like level headed and everything, thinking older than what I really was and all that. So I would have to say, and this is completely honest, I didn't find or know my worth until after I got a divorce. And that was the age of 26.
Wow.
Because 19,
Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
you don't know what to do. So and her actually having experience in life and in the world and everything, she had to show me some stuff. So basically I'm working up under her,
Right.
if that makes sense. I'm trying to learn how to be a man and do shit up under her teaching.
Right.
How can she teach me and she's not a man who went through man experience
Right.
herself? And the reason why I say I didn't find my worth until I was about 26 and everything is because within the marriage I didn't know who I was.
You was almost having a second upbringing.
Exactly.
Dang.
So,
But you
exactly.
be needing that too.
Exactly. I needed that, but in a marriage, the wife shouldn't be upbringing the man.
I get that, but she's
You know?
older. Like,
Yeah,
she
that's-
done experienced
that's
more.
But
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
It's crazy though because even though she was helping me, that's where most of the arguments came from too.
So would you say
Like,
you
he
was more
chose
mature
his
than she
life.
was, or you was more? Which one of y'all was more mature?
She was.
She was.
Not, age
was
don't
a
mean nothing.
woman.
Age don't
Nah,
mean
age,
shit.
The woman
age,
and she was older.
But that
And
don't,
she
it's
had
about
kids.
Age don't
So-
mean nothing.
Yeah.
I
So-
had a
That
couple
was the
cougars where I was
opposite
like,
of
come on
my
now,
shit.
baby, you got to get back
You
on
gotta
your
grow
square.
up.
Yeah. You falling off.
Yeah, but
it's some petty.
But the
grown
whole
women out
the
here.
whole word thing, like when I got a divorce, everybody kept, hey bro, you remember you used to do this? You remember you used to sing, that'll help me through so much and everything. You remember you used to write this, write that, do this, do that. I'm like, dang, I did. I done put so much of myself into the marriage, I forgot who I was or forgot what I did to the point where I completely lost
That's
myself.
some deep shit. Right
So
there.
now y'all see me on social media and doing all this and doing all that. I'm doing everything that Brian loves to do now, while supporting my daughter, but while still doing everything I do, still finding myself in the midst of it.
Real shit.
So I'll say even right now, I'm still finding out my worth, but my worth is damn good. That's what I know.
I can dig it, B.
That's what I know.
No, I asked that because I fucked with an older lady when I was 21, and she was like 32. She was a nurse, shit like that. So, bro, you don't understand. Like, bro, I cannot fuck with that. You know what I'm saying?
I can't.
Money, financial
Honestly,
wise,
yeah.
bro.
I
I'm
asked you
21,
for some
nigga. I don't got no
much money,
college degree. I'm trying to figure out who the
College
fuck I
degree
am
people,
as a
bro,
self.
But
as
you
a
know,
self-
you know why I stepped in it so early? Because for one, I'm gonna tell you. For one, we met each other in church.
Okay.
For two, by that time we was both doing the whole preaching thing.
Okay.
So we both figured, hey, we got God, we good. That
Yeah.
ain't the case.
Wow.
That ain't the case.
Niggas see
Yo,
me with
one of the
peace.
ones.
Cause at 19,
got
I ain't gonna lie. Being married was last.
That loaf of bread ain't gonna last too long.
Running to the wall, you think I'm about to do that?
But I'm gonna tell you this: if I was
Oh,
thinking
go
like
ahead,
he was at 19, I would be in a whole different ball game right now.
Definitely.
It was one that I could have held on to back when I was 19, but because I was young and dumb, I didn't give a fuck.
Moving it on.
I think everybody. I think we all did that. They had one we could have held on to, but because the type of time we was on, you know.
I'm still hurt.
I ain't feel that. That must be a man thing.
That's what. That's
Still
duh.
Nah,
I
yeah,
don't think I
That's the
I ain't got
one
one
regret
that got-
I have in life.
You said
We
you
know
was
you
getting
ain't
away.
got-
I don't say not away.
I broke up with my wife late high school. I was in cop ball freshman year. I'm like, hey.
That'll do it to you. It's a whole
Nigga,
new
I
world.
got my own dorm, nigga. She from so and so, nigga. She from so where?
And they bring friends.
We just had a conversation. I'm like, I feel like we in two different spaces, and it's always this. Everybody can attest to this. You taking, y'all single. You are a fucking catch as soon as that relationship status change from single to taken.
Oh, they love that.
That's true.
Man, what?
They love that.
Hey,
Dang.
but then
You can
this.
post a chick.
Ooh, he got cuter. What? That's how it goes.
DM
Is
go
that
up.
a beard?
That's
You
it.
got a
go
beard?
up.
But
It's
listen,
real.
I broke up with her my
That shit
freshman
real.
year. Broke up with her my freshman year. Nigga, I'm talking about the driest 2 weeks of my fucking
Not 2 weeks.
life. Driest. No eye contact. No, it was like my charm went off. Like, damn. And then we just talked. We ended up getting back together. But I don't feel like I had one.
Man,
of those.
hit different.
Yeah.
And then let me correct myself. I shouldn't say something that I let go. I should say something that had potential. I should put it like that. Something that I was like, man, she had potential. I blew it. You know what I'm saying? I should say
Right,
potential
right.
instead of.
Let me take that
Yeah,
back.
let me recorrect that.
Let me
You know what I'm saying?
retract
In case
the
you watch
mistake,
this film.
man.
Don't want to break up no
You
habits.
did like you was
Let me
a
recorrect that.
dog.
You know what I'm saying? Cause
Yeah,
I
mean
know
that.
me. I know I didn't have one that had potential, but me being me, I blew that. So you know, I just
The time wasn't right.
yeah, the time wasn't right.
Let's call it.
You know, it be like that sometimes.
They not even accepting that these days. Shit.
Oh no.
I'm just working on myself.
Women want honesty when it's good for them.
Everybody.
Only when it's
Hell
good
no,
for
that-
them. That's the crazy part. Y'all want honesty, but only when it's good for you.
I swear to God.
Oh, you talking about women as a whole?
As a whole.
Ain't that the truth?
Nah, I love me some honesty.
Me
When
too.
it's good
That's
for
why
you.
I'm
Nah,
like, we different.
nah, yeah.
Y'all might be. I take that back.
I
Y'all might
love
be.
me.
We different.
My love is
Jay, I done
unconditional.
wrote you multiple times like, hey, boy, this ain't. Hey.
Call her out.
Hey.
Call her out.
I heard
He said what?
I'm talking.
Call her
They ain't
out.
on that out here. Shit.
For real, they not. If y'all know us, y'all know. But for real though, like it do be like that though. But I feel like that it be like that for men too. I mean, y'all say y'all.
Shit.
Y'all say y'all want the
We
truth.
got to.
Depending on the topic.
We got
I'm
to.
gonna keep it G. I ain't never told a girl keep it 100 with me. I just ain't gonna ask no question. If I feel,
cause
if
Don't
I feel
ask
some
no
type of
question,
way,
I won't tell you no lies.
if I feel some
I'm
type of
just
way, I
gonna
put my
say
guard up.
it.
My
Right
wall
there.
goes straight up. If I
I'm
feel
I'm
some
just
type of
gonna say
way,
I found out a lot of chicks have boyfriends on Christmas.
And you didn't ask, right?
Hey,
You know
nah.
what not to ask. I do.
you be
know?
surprised
I
though.
love that in men.
Because
Y'all
another
don't wanna
thing,
be
y'all
heard.
say we not shit, but
Y'all
some of
don't
y'all
wanna
really,
be
a lot of women really don't do
Yeah.
shit
There's a
either.
lot of black women out here cheating.
Fuck
To get the
Fuck what they talk about.
And that's the problem right there. Fuck that shit.
I want to know.
Hey, if it's true, it's true. Own
I'm
that
asking
shit.
Eric
For real.
goddamn
I
ass.
don't give a fuck if it's a woman or a man. If you did this shit, you did this
Stand
shit.
on
Quit
that shit.
hiding that
At
shit.
some point, that shit gonna eat at my soul, bro. I swear.
I'll be feeling it. When
Did
I'm
you
feeling,
wanna
that's
know?
when I just start playing the field.
And see,
gotta
that's
ask
how I
the
am.
question.
Instead of
You
me just
assuming
putting it
that
out
that
there,
would
Because it comes
It
out.
comes to the-
It
do
comes
to the
it
light.
comes to the
Like a
light.
mother.
Especially when you know a lot of
It
people. If
come
you know a lot of
out.
people, it's
Yeah, it
eventually
comes
gonna come
out.
to the light.
Exactly.
That shit ain't even gotta get around to a lot of people.
That's
Yeah.
why that's why I don't even waste no time.
Oh, we don't fuck around saying
We
niggas
spend
bad.
it.
Oh, when you slipping up,
That's
you tighten
y'all.
your game up. Shit.
We gotta talk
Sorry
about
to
that
that
shit.
woman.
Yeah, you feel
So
me? Yeah.
sorry.
Did everybody get a chance to answer the question about their worth? Did we get that out?
I know my word. I know I'm the catch.
Okay. I love that. This is a
And I
men's
talk shit on my
empowerment.
shit and let 'em know.
Yeah, you feel me? Like I know, like I know I might have my ways, you know what I'm saying? I might get mad sometimes, but at the end of the day, you know you can come to me about anything. You can talk to me about anything.
So when you know your worth, one of the constant battles you face is, you meet mediocre people. So you like, damn.
And you come off
like,
arrogant sometimes.
damn, should I give her another chance because she didn't answer my phone call or call me back?
Right. Look, bye.
Call me back. Like me. not Jimbo or Jimbo, but me. Like, I'm the nigga you want to talk to.
See me, yeah, before I was in a relationship, yeah, that was definitely me. I text you at 10:27. You ain't text me back to the next day. You think you about to get a text? Nah, I'll holler at you, man. You blew your chance.
That shit is definitely different.
You gonna call me like,
Okay,
you see my
I'm like,
text?
that's
I did, but I'm
Go
dead.
thing, but it's still knowing, like, cause y'all would do the same.
It's
Let
facts.
this nigga, why
It's
he only
facts.
text me late?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the damn near the
Y'all be having hidden motives, though.
Not all the time though, cause some people like
Nigga, we be busy.
I be at my shop all day, so girls be like, "Can we go somewhere?"
All
I'll be
right,
at the
so
shop all
just
day.
had
My
this
money gotta
discussion.
come first.
Example. Let me give you an
Like,
example.
all night.
Example. Me and this girl been spending the night every night for the last 2 months. Out the blue.
So
Exactly.
You
Not
back in
spending
the
night.
night bag?
Like, you
back in
don't
the
let
spend the night
motherfuckers
bag?
just spend the night, right?
Right.
So me and this girl been spending the night last 2 months. Out the blue, she like, no text, no call.
Ooh, she fell off like that.
And
And I
that's deep.
fell off,
What
but
that
my
mean, though?
nigga.
She fell off.
Read what that
You
mean.
know what the fuck
What
happened.
happened?
She
What
She
happened?
fell into some other dick. That's what the fuck
Is
happened.
that what
Like,
happened?
That's what happened.
No,
hey, that's facts.
and they say we
They don't-
not
they
true.
don't
they
wanna
say you
tell
shouldn't
you that.
assume.
Did y'all talk though?
Hell yeah. They don't wanna tell you that.
No, because that's not true, y'all.
No, you say they shouldn't assume, but if you talking to a nigga every day for 2 months
But
straight
I've done
and he
that.
just disappeared that
You
night,
Wait.
But I didn't know. I've done that. Well, we weren't spending the night every night for 2 weeks.
You done
But
ghosted like that?
no, but look though,
Yeah,
I was
that's
going
nice.
through some shit.
Okay.
I was going through some real ass shit. Like if I was to like tell that nigga what I was going through, he would probably be like, damn.
Hey,
I just had
But
this
and it was
talk
like,
with
nigga, but did you ask me that shit?
Right, or did you
assume
just had
that I
this
fell
talk.
onto some other dick?
okay, but then that goes back to if we've been talking like that.
Right.
Call me. Let me know. Hey, look, I ain't gonna be over there and I ain't gonna
Because
be
this
on
falls
the
under
phone.
the
line
Some
of
shit.
I'm going through something.
Why I got
Nigga,
this?
you call me
This
and ask. You
This
can
goes back to
ask.
them. This goes right back
Don't
to
be
y'all.
like,
Don't
don't
back.
be
You
like,
just gonna assume I'm on some dick though. Like maybe I'm crying.
All of
Same.
us,
Maybe
if we been
maybe
cool,
I'll be like, you cool?
if we been
If we on some shit like that, be like, you straight?
I gotta
You
clarify
cool?
this.
I
'cause
gotta-
they
Yeah,
don't-
I'm like, I'm
I gotta
going through some
clarify
shit.
this.
You got confirmation.
Yeah, we left out some
Let
parts
me
of some
clarify
parts.
this.
Okay, but what happened to the point where the female like, hey, I'm gonna need some time because I'm
Let me-
going through shit right now.
Okay, but
Bingo.
then let's piggyback off. Some people raised on survival and some people raised on love. If I don't know how to communicate that, I'ma duck off.
See, but then y'all say that shit to us.
That's
It's
like,
work.
no,
Baby,
no,
you
no,
wanna go back
but
to
just
my
like
work.
y'all said, but just like
Why
y'all
you
said,
tell me we want honesty?
and
No,
but
you
just like y'all
don't.
said, all y'all want to do is hear it sometimes. Like hear that we appreciate some shit. Like shit, just ask me, shit, is
Am I
everything
okay?
cool?
Tell me
And
you
I'll be
care
like,
about
But
you
how.
know
if he
what?
felt disrespected and y'all both in this place where y'all not at a point where like, oh, I know to be concerned about you, rather than damn, she just fucked me off. You know what I'm saying? It's taking as disrespect rather than a means to be concerned. If we
Easy.
not there
I'm going
yet.
through some shit.
Cause you gotta listen to where my man
Okay,
said.
But
He
if
said
we not
two-
there yet, but you tripping if I didn't hit you up,
But listen to
If
what
we
my
not there,
man
what am I supposed to expect?
but we not there
Are
yet.
we
So
in a
why you
relationship?
expecting me to
But
do
listen,
we in a
it?
relationship
no,
where
we
we
ain't
just
gotta live
spending
in a
the night.
relationship. But listen to what my
If
man
I can't
said.
expect you, if I can't expect
I was
you,
in a relationship,
You
I'm
can't
in a
relationship.
relationship.
Do that shit.
Yeah,
if I
that
can't
needs to be
expect you to
clarified.
ask me if I'm
Hold
okay,
on.
then why can you expect
There's
me
a-
to
I
check
got a point.
in with you? Like,
There's a certain level, cause if we just spending the night and fucking
I
around,
really ain't gotta say shit.
you feel me? Like I mean, like it's
Fuck
not-
that shit.
I'm sorry.
Hold on,
Like,
You
look,
entitled.
I got a question. If these are these nights consecutive?
That's
back to
what I'm
back,
saying.
2 months straight.
Yes.
2 months straight. If we've been
She
spending
owe
the
that
night
man an
2 months straight
Is
back
this
to back,
not a
and then-
title type thing?
even if it's not a title though.
It's not a
Even if it's
commitment.
not.
Even if it's not a title, we've been spending the night
Hey,
together for 2 months
Fuck
straight,
that.
and you just
Then
poof.
peace out.
I'm listening.
Ah,
to
nah.
y'all.
I got a
I'm a
question.
different type of
Listen,
video.
y'all.
Go about your day.
I just want to know if you wore them boots when you walked
Yeah.
out of his life.
shut up. Shut your ass up.
No, she did one of these.
hey, look.
Damn, it's cold like that. Game out here.
I just think okay, it's different. That's why I said every relationship is different.
It's cold
You
out
can't just out here go assuming because I feel like if we just spending a night and we not ain't no title on it, we
That's
I think
and
that's
that's my
Jew.
point.
If
That's
If
the
we
point I was
spending
making.
the night, let's say
That's
we
very
spending the
true.
night,
Yeah.
and let's say, you know, cause I go through, I just graduated, so I go through, you know, like mild depressions, just regular life stuff going on, and sometimes I won't talk to you. We not in a relationship.
Bro, you can't
So
explain
why
that
expect
to a
him to
woman,
check on you?
bro. You can't tell no woman.
If we been having,
But see, I'm only saying expect him to check on you if you expect me to hit you
If it's
up.
gonna
so
be
and then
reciprocated.
at that
If we
point, it's an
reciprocated,
appropriate,
right. If
it's
we
an appropriate
both on-
reaction to be like, damn, fuck it.
But it's appropriate reaction to be like, damn, this nigga didn't check on me.
Right.
Okay.
She on
So
some
we
dick.
at least
Like,
if,
what?
if we
That was
understand,
not I'm sad. I'm
as
crying
long
in
as
my
we
pillow.
understand,
I'm on the pillow
Okay, I say
crying.
like
I'm
this. I
not
ain't gonna
saying
just,
kiss my ass.
I ain't
You
gonna
know
just
what I'm
assume
saying?
that you want
I'm not
another
saying
dick.
like you
I'm
know
just be like, she must be out with
She
her
not
other
fucking
nigga or
with
something.
on some other dick.
Not on some other dick, but you know what I'm saying?
On her
She-
way
she-
to some
she
other
She on the
on
dick.
her
phone
way
with
to
another
some other
nigga.
dick.
Right.
Because
She got
because
or
I
you
done
done gave her
dick.
some
The
C
dick
grade
is
people.
pending.
the only reason I say that is because I
Them
done
hoes
did
off
that-
one night. Damn.
Hey, bro, stop on that shit. That's why you can't be going soft. You ain't Hey, bro, so he said,
Oh,
"Well,
he
you
gave
going
her the
hard
gun
on every
one
chick."
time.
That's why. You
You can only give
You can't afford to fag off at this point.
Not the whole thing.
That was an interesting
You gonna
one
do that
though.
when you deep into it.
Yeah.
You can't do that in the
That's
beginning.
when the lazy
Yeah.
can't
Hit you with the
come.
gummy worm one time and now you out, man. I got an off night. Damn.
But see, that's a double standard though.
You
Because if I
right.
do that to y'all, if a nigga do that to y'all gonna
He
feel some
ain't
type
shit.
of way.
Bro,
I
just
feel
had
like
this-
Cause I done
I'm
did that
asking.
before.
So that's
I done talked to a
I'm
girl
asking.
3 times straight and then just disappeared.
And I'm
Oh, so you got another bitch,
That's
huh?
why I
What?
feel y'all. That is fair.
It's
'cause
I think these are conversations that need to be had before it happens. Because I done been with a man and he didn't disappear for a few days and I'm like, oh, I ain't the one to
Just
play
a few
with.
days.
I ain't the one to play
But
with.
see, why you ain't the one to
Listen.
play with? We can't be the ones to play
Right.
with.
Mind
You know what I'm saying?
one day, he said one day. One day I let him slide. 2 days, I'm like, all right, he going through something. Day 3, okay. Where the next nigga at? Like, cause I'm not about to play with you. Like,
Okay,
So
let me
why
ask you
can't he
something
assume
though.
that?
he said it was 1 day versus 3 days.
One?
That's why
You
I
said
feel
it was 1 day?
You said 1 day.
Let me ask you
Did I
something
say
though before
one
you.
day?
You just know. He didn't say
Well,
that.
you know,
Say
Who
talk
did
to
you
you.
say? He didn't say no damn about
It don't matter how many
I
days they
know.
were spending
Every day
consecutive
together.
nights back to
And it
back, 2
changes
months
to
straight.
nothing.
And then
Not
now
a
you
week.
just going days without talking to me. Then okay, well
That's
now
bullshit,
it's
right?
yeah.
So
that
he
is
feels
bullshit.
appropriate. He's
If you
appropriate in
got-
his feelings.
I feel like if first of all,
I definitely
you need to
think
date somebody that you know is
But his
considerate of
I was
your
gonna say,
feelings.
I guess it depends on the
He
person
said
you
yeah.
with though.
Cause I ain't
Because
doing
I,
it.
yeah,
Fuck it.
yeah.
Cause I'm doing it. Like,
Cause you ain't shit. You just assuming she ain't shit.
No.
Yes.
Right. That's why I'm
Yes.
saying like I can do the
I would
ghosting.
be
I can
fucking
hit you
somebody.
for months and be like, hey, this is it. This shorty, I ain't fucking with you
It's
no
a
more.
cold game
I
out
fuck
here.
with her.
It is.
I fuck with
it's
her.
I
hard.
love
So,
you, honey.
It's cold.
Like I've been through that. Like nigga, I'm
Everybody
finna hop in this
different.
relationship. Fuck it. I ain't even finna hit her back.
It
Like
is
nah, this ain't it.
out here, boy.
Yeah, so
It
that's
is.
why I can say I feel it, bro.
Hey.
I can feel it.
What was the next
I
one?
feel like this.
It got hot.
It
Like,
did
it
get
got
hot.
Right,
I
man.
need to get my yak.
It did get hot.
I've been in some situations.
All right, so since we talking about relationships, assuming everybody in here has been in a relationship, how do y'all feel about platonic relationship with other women
Question too.
and kind of like hyping them up? Like, do you feel? Well, how was you gonna word it?
I was just gonna ask,
I
how y'all
got
feel about
It's
platonic
a
relationships?
running joke.
Platonic
I got y'all.
relationships with women, and
No,
then
not that.
how
I'm saying I got
kind of
an
just
answer.
going into, I mean, depending on how y'all feel about platonic relationships, you know, how that plays effect in y'all relationship. As far as I can't tell her she look good because my
Hey, come
girl
on,
on
let's get
trip,
to it. Come on.
you know.
She
So
look
let's
good.
go.
Yeah.
Look,
You didn't
it's a
even let us
running
finish.
joke that
Right.
y'all got that be like,
Not a running joke.
the women I'm mad that he knew women before me.
Oh God,
You know what I'm saying? You
fucking
feel
with?
me? But y'all really,
Why do we go to fucking
you
that
feel
situation?
but it's really,
say he
y'all really
knew.
feel that on a certain level.
Yeah.
Even though it's a joke, cause you know how niggas are. We hide our shit in jokes. Women do the same shit. Like that's a running joke for y'all, and y'all really feel a way about that. So even if we really just women, I feel like women want us to come with a list straight off the bat. Like, look, this my friend, this my friend, this my friend, this my friend. I fucked her, but she my friend now.
I ain't
This
got
my friend. Like,
time.
you know what I'm saying? Just to go like a picture or comment like, bro, there's no fucking way. It's just Nah,
I think
Y'all have
Sweet
a
Baby.
radar.
So
I
what
think
do you
Sweet Baby
do?
Jesus
Do you
my
just
girl
not
ain't
have
that.
platonic friends?
Yeah, I do.
Do you
I
hide your
do.
platonic
No,
friends,
you
or do
just
you
have to-
like you filter certain
Let me
things?
break
Like,
this
okay,
down.
I
Let me break
can't
it down.
like this picture because she gonna trip.
Every
I can't
woman
comment on this
that
because
I
she gonna
kick
trip.
it with outside of my wife and her friends and my cousins, this, that, and the third, they are guilty until proven innocent in her eyes.
Yes.
Right? So I have to massage that. If I meet a new female that I'm working with or that just comes into my life in some type of way, once again, they are guilty until proven innocent. So you have to tread lightly. I have to be respectful about the situation. Hey, this is so-and-so. So-and-so. This is my wife. My wife. My wife. Make that clear, right?
Married.
Yeah.
So
Good.
I've had friends who come into my life and she like, ain't fucking with it. She doing this and that. She looked at you a little bit too long.
She laughed a little too
the
hard.
bitch is dirt. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Not
But
that
then
funny.
like I said, I massage it and it's like, oh, she kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, she cool. Thank you for handling that right. Because in the past, I have had some ill ways of
It's the
handling
approach.
We love the
That
platonic
approach.
approach matters,
relationships.
bro.
Mhm.
That approach
Like,
matters.
And I don't think I'm flirtatious.
We
A lot of
I
men
don't
don't.
think we don't.
We don't
I
think
feel
we are.
like a lot of men don't.
We don't think we are. But nigga, I'm saying like I could literally be
just
myself.
yourself, yeah.
And she like, you,
Really
the
can
bitch
be
was
mistaken
laughing at
for
you a little bit
flirtation.
too much. I don't like her. You was flirting with her. I didn't even. Nobody was on my radar. I didn't even do anything. But just being more sensitive to that has made it easier. Like, hey, this is my friend. Because I'm a joke regardless. I'm gonna do me regardless. But just being more sensitive to her.
I
That's
see
how
what
you
you
got.
okay.
That's how you roll
I
it
see
in.
what you're
though.
trying
to
Joking.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna let
You
you
got
go.
it.
Go ahead,
But
go
yeah,
ahead.
it's the approach. You know what I'm saying? Like as my shit has went on, I've understood. Like, oh, okay, I understand how I have to do it. Like you said, bro. We in the music field, bro. It's
You're gonna work with me.
and like you said, when you in a relationship, nigga, it just be like, all right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's really like
They
That's
see
really-
they see shit we don't see.
yeah.
And I can attest to that too, because I be like, hey, oh boy had the stair was a little bit too long.
That's a fact.
He was checking. He wasn't looking. He was checking. So I could feel it, but it's like you.
I
gotta
was gonna
massage
ask that too. Like, how do y'all feel about y'all
It's all about the.
Oh,
It's all about the,
significant other having
I can
platonic
grab
male
you.
friends?
To me, that's a compliment.
Okay.
Like, hey, I knew what I grabbed you for. Shit, I hope other niggas find you attractive.
Not
Shit.
that. Not that. That's a trophy. Look, I do one of these.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
niggas
yeah,
do
my
one of
nigga,
them.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's cool to me. When I was younger, no, that shit cool now. I'm not about to get mad. You think she fly? Like, what?
See, my-
Okay, but can she go out to lunch with this platonic friend without?
Cause
If
what
y'all
y'all
been
saying-
I met him.
Yeah, if y'all been friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I told my girl off the rip when I
Why
first
you
met her,
can't- she can't
I
make
got
you
a
friends?
female best friend
No,
I ain't
I'm
never
saying,
done
like,
nothing with.
I gotta
We
meet
just
this
straight
nigga,
best
like,
friends. I
yeah.
can call her and
I
ask her
understand.
anything, all that. We've been friends before she met, so I told her that because I got female friends, and then the line of business I'm in, I meet a lot of different females, and I've expressed that to her. Just like she do facials and all that skincare shit, so I know she gonna meet niggas. You know what I'm saying? Just respect me. I'm gonna respect you, and we gonna keep it at that. If she,
It's a pro.
yeah, it's just about if your significant other is jealous. I'm not a jealous nigga. Go ahead and do your thing. If y'all need to go, if you need to go handle something, go handle that. Cause I'm gonna let you know if I gotta go handle something. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing.
Cause if you're dumb enough to leave, that's on you.
That
Go
go back to me being the catch. But I ain't gonna say it, cause if I lose my girl, she the catch too. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't want to see her with no other niggas. I know what type of female she is. So that's why we there with it. You know what I mean?
I think that's real interesting because right before this question, when we said she ain't text back for a day, it was she was fucking another nigga. But now it's
We didn't get mad about that though. It was how you.
That
went
wasn't my
about it.
girl.
That was your girl. Okay.
That was just somebody that we
That was my
You gotta be real specific with
That was my
me.
scenario.
At least let a
That
nigga
was
know
my
you
scenario.
want another.
This
dick.
was just somebody I was spending 2 months with.
I ain't
Exactly.
had no dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Got a relationship. Got it. But John
You had
said
some?
in order for y'all to be
Look,
friends, y'all gotta be friends
come on,
together.
Brian. What you got to say?
No, I'm saying like You don't just
We coming
pop
back
up
to
with a
you.
new nigga.
Oh, this my nigga.
I'm going to lunch now.
Yeah, this got to be somebody like my best friend. When me and my girl first started talking, I told her like, I got a female best friend. I told her name and everything. Y'all can meet each other. You know what I'm saying? Now they cool, they straight,
That's
they
just like
they
me
friends
popping up
too.
with a new
But
chick, like,
she
y'all
know that's
like,
my best friend.
So they can't have new guy friends after the relationship.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it. I'm saying if she do introduce me to the nigga, cause I'm gonna tell you his
Okay.
motive,
Show
cause
a pro.
I can tell you what type of nigga a nigga
Introduce
is, just like you can tell me what
Before
type
y'all
of
hang
female
out.
a female
Right,
is.
just
You
like
feel me?
I don't know sneaky.
So
Yeah.
kind of like
Introduce y'all,
boundaries.
Yeah.
Just don't overstep the boundaries.
Exactly.
Okay.
Go
What you
ahead,
gotta
Brian. Right. You been
You
on
been
that.
thinking
quiet
about
over
it.
here.
Yeah.
He been pondering like a motherfucker.
All right. So
I'm a sipper. Yeah.
this topic right here really just irritated the hell out of me
What you been through?
because it brought some shit back. So starting off our relationship, we was booty watchers. Both of us. Me and my wife.
That shit's a setup.
Listen. Hell to the yes. All right, so
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
got a
think it
question.
depends
Hold on.
on the woman you with.
so we was she's
What's the
like,
booty watching?
babe, look at her booty. Da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, okay. I said, yeah, that's nice or whatever. But I didn't for real. I took a peek and I just went back to my phone or something, you know, to show her that that's cool, but I know what you're doing.
Right.
That
You
better
know,
set me
you
up.
think I'm young. No, I'm young, but you think I'm dumb.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna do that. So it got more frequent. Babe, look at her booty. I'm like, all right, that's what's up. All right, cool. So the more she kept doing it, I'm like, all right, since you keep bringing it up, I'm gonna go ahead and look with you now.
Right.
So she said, babe, look at her booty. I'm like, oh, damn, that mother is nice. That's cool.
It's kinda-
That
You
booty
know,
booty.
But I made sure that I was still affirming her booty, you know, but she still ain't got shit on yours, you know, stuff like that. So, but the stuff, it kept getting so frequent that I'm just like, oh, it's okay. It's okay, because we gonna touch that too.
Okay.
I told y'all in the message, I got a lot of shit to
How
say.
he said it was making
So,
it seem
We gonna need more
cheater
than
vibes.
15.
So,
That's where you.
but no, like I started looking at
That's
everything
your subject.
and I started being on social media, people from high school and everything, like, hey, she got a fat ass. She got a fat ass. And then she was looking with me, you know. So I'm like, all right, it's cool, whatever. But as time progressed throughout the marriage, I was married for 7 years. As time progressed and everything, that's when the argument starts to come because she'll catch me looking. And then want to get out my throat for looking, but you the one who invited it into the marriage.
Right. It was only
So
okay when y'all did it.
if I'm looking, that's fine. But now, since we grew over time, or whatever. Now, when I'm looking, I'm automatically cheating in my head. I'm automatically lusting.
Spicy.
Thank you. I'm automatically lusting. And I already committed sex with the girl just because I looked at her ass.
And y'all was built off Jesus.
And we was built off of Jesus.
I can only imagine how.
So,
Right.
yeah, man, it was just.
Jesus said you was cheating.
It was just irritating. So bringing platonic relationships into the marriage. So like if I was to say, hey, I'm about to go chill with my girl E, I'm about to go chill with my girl J. No, I don't know them.
Right.
No, they friends
that's
from
the
high
same
school.
shit.
We
That's
good.
yeah.
We good. No, they cool. No, I don't know. They ain't my friends. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Let's say I come home and say, I'm going to lunch with Steven. Who the fuck?
Right.
I've never met this nigga. I don't know what this nigga look like. I've never seen him. I don't know how he is. Hell no. So on the flip, if I come home like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, old girl, what they nigga, what? Your shit gonna be outside when you get back. You better go stay with her too. So I understand that.
And seeing on the opposite end of that, it's like she created the insecurity for herself within the marriage.
Because it didn't even have to be that.
It didn't have to be that, but she created it because that's what she was used to from her past relationships.
I'm like, it's a self-sabotage thing.
Yeah.
Not only women
Because-
do that, men do that too, but I know we're talking about women right now, but women do that.
I
I
do
self-sabotage
Like,
I do that
all
sometimes.
the time.
Like her past
That'll lead me
relationships,
straight to my other relationship.
they will automatically like
You know what?
and her
that's
past
the hard truth,
relationships, they will automatically look at other females' asses, while I had to be willingly led by her to look. But because we was married, all hell got
Then it
thrown
be
on
that-
me.
I
You
think
know,
that shit is
So-
in our genes, in our DNA. I done got caught so many times.
To look at asses.
But it ain't even like a
I'm like, what's in
disrespectful
it?
like.
It's
It's just like
oh,
an instinct.
she
Like,
got
it's
that.
nature.
I look at asses.
that
so I
shit
can believe
crazy.
that.
So I just
Like,
make
oh,
it natural,
she got
like,
that.
damn, her ass little.
No, I don't even do that. I ain't even.
I just got to.
No,
I ain't even gonna. You know, I ain't gonna tell my son,
I'm like,
son,
damn, her ass
but I
little.
don't do it
That's
no
it.
more.
But see, me and my girl, we cool. We'll go to the mall. She be like, boy, she thick.
She
I be
think
like,
the motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm like,
no,
it's
she is,
cool.
my baby.
No, no. Here's what I do. Babe, look at her. Because then when it come up, like, I know you be looking at that ass, because when I shut your ass, you look. Nah.
But see, my she don't be on that type. Like he said, my girl
It's
be like,
everybody
she
different.
thick.
It's
But
coming.
but nah, me and my girl been together almost 3 years.
I've been together. This is damn. I don't want to fuck
Yes,
up.
advice.
This
Don't
like
fuck
this.
up.
You
This
won't
is
hear
This
right.
is 11.
I care about
Right.
the numbers and that
This is
time.
11.
Like, goddamn.
This is
I don't know,
11.
man.
So if it's gonna
No,
last,
it's
that
just
shit gonna
eight.
come up.
Actually,
You
I
looking at
don't
a
know,
vet.
Because we done been to
Everybody
the mall
different.
we done been to the mall a million times. We done been out of town. And she'll be like, well, she think. I'm like, damn, she is, ain't she?
You
And
can't
it
be
don't,
too,
it don't
you
go
can't
past
be too,
that.
too,
I don't
too,
feed no
too
extra
into
in. I
it.
just be like, yeah, she is. And I keep it pushing.
If I turn my head too fast, it's a problem.
See, that's your problem. You
Look
turning
to-
your head.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no,
turning
no,
my
no,
head.
no, no.
You
But
broke your
if
neck.
she
Why
over
you
there,
breaking your neck?
but if she
Like,
over there, if she
still.
say, look over there, look at her ass. If I gotta turn, how the fuck I'ma see it? You feel me?
Not too fast.
But see, look, if I do
You
this,
need to
I'm gonna
act like
miss
you
it.
don't care.
I'm gonna miss
You
it.
gotta look but not care. Like, oh.
Damn.
Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. 'Cause
There's
I know
an
as men, when you see a girl, you want to look to see if she got an ass.
yeah.
But sometimes, like when I'm with my girl, I ain't tripping off looking at nobody else's ass. We in the mall.
This
you know,
is my
we,
ass. I got it.
Right.
Yeah, I know my ass
Right.
is right here.
Right.
So when we walking, if she said, I'm like, where? I'm gonna turn around. Okay, that over here is kind of cool. Yeah, but other than that, I ain't just
Some
about to be like.
asses do deserve to be looked at.
You feel me? And I feel
Need to
I'm
be
glad
looked
she
at.
appreciates
Need
the
to
ass
be
that
like,
needs to
damn.
be looked at. Let me know what ass that
Babe, she
I
do
will-
got a fatty. Go get her
I
number.
will say, I indulged in Atlanta, and I walked into the Blue Flame, right?
She know, right? This ain't her first
She
time
was
hearing
me.
this. Okay, great. I'm making sure.
Walked in that bitch, right? And I'm nervous to the motherfucker. I'm like, I can't have fun. I can't.
Shit, surprise.
Nigga, she came, she did like this.
Love that.
Who she waving at? You just see ass. She thought I made the right decision.
That's the best shit you can watch your chick have.
She's the one.
Shit, they be having more fun than we
Hey,
do.
chicken wings and fries and that motherfucker having them all.
Like, you look at that ass getting thrown on you.
You. That's all
They be
that
acting
is.
like they don't want to smack it.
Shit.
Hey,
Nah, that
I do like this, and she was like, "Do it."
Do it.
Good, we good.
Can I?
Trying to
This
get
my
the
goal.
confirmation.
Go.
Like, we
Right,
good?
all right, right.
Okay.
Let's
the
go.
one
Bet,
that Ross
bet.
Okay, so what causes infidelity in relationships?
I couldn't tell
Man,
you.
see, y'all always think you gotta do something with looks.
Dishonest.
No, that's all I'm
Not
asking.
y'all,
Because
but like,
I've heard from
see
different
now,
things.
see back then I knew I wasn't shit. About 4-5 years ago, I knew I wasn't shit.
When
But
did you become shit?
But it don't come from that. Females always think gotta do. She looks a certain type of way. Gotta do something. Sometimes they boost our ego. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they gotta do with that. It's not always about what she look like. Nigga, go get an ugly girl.
She make me feel good.
She cool. You know what I'm saying? I call her. She ain't got no attitude. She ain't
That's
yelling.
the first thing they go, you ain't got this ugly bitch.
It's not even about the
She
look. She
don't
just
be-
got a cool vibe that I like. We cool. We vibing. You know what I'm saying? I think every nigga here done had a girl under their belt. It's like, don't we?
She ain't the pretty.
She ain't the prettiest, but she just cool.
My cousin told
definitely got
us this
some
one
tuck
time, and he was like,
Yeah, I think every nigga got one under his belt. Like, don't tell nobody.
Niggas that be in the
what
jail.
Definitely got some tuck away.
See,
held it down.
Yeah.
I was
She
just
held
speak
it
for me
down.
because I ain't never been the type of nigga that just try to get over on a female. So I always been upfront about what the fuck I be doing. So when it come to infidelity, like I was with the person I was with for the grip. When it was
what does that
time,
mean?
like a year and a half.
For a long
For a
time.
year and a half. Year and a half.
What is grip?
Damn,
Year and a half.
For a minute.
Damn.
Oh, for
a
so
grip.
grip means
A
time.
A
grip?
long
Okay,
time.
my-
Yeah,
I was
she
coming
I
out.
thought that was common knowledge.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So
It's like, damn, bro.
That's why I'm like, what exactly is grit? Okay, you've been with
You was
her
with her for a year and a half.
So I was with her for a year and a half, and after that, like first year, I had got to the point where I was like, this ain't gonna work. I said, hey, this ain't gonna work. I don't wanna be with you.
You told her that? Yeah.
And see, I commend him.
Like
Because a lot of men won't do that.
over
I don't know how to
and
break
over
it. That means you
again.
I commend
I
him.
don't know how to break it.
Over and over again.
That's a
She's
tall
Some
like,
people
no,
stay
I ain't
until
going
they
nowhere.
fall
No,
again.
no.
That's
Yeah.
a tall task.
I said, okay.
Real shit.
Well, this motherfucker over here talking about
Doing something strange.
doing some strange man. I done told you 1,000 times already that
I didn't
this.
want to be with you.
And
but
so
she-
I was gonna say that. So like in those cases, like why not just leave?
It's
I've
man,
done
that's so
that.
much
Right.
easier said
No,
than
that's
done.
it. No, that's what I'm saying.
Now,
I know his, but in,
I
like
y'all
I
said
feel
y'all
you
can't
on
do
that,
that.
but I feel that infidelity comes from two.
cheaper to keep her. Okay.
Look,
Hilarious.
infidelity
Bro,
comes. I believe
bro.
that infidelity comes from two specific
Settlement.
things. Infidelity comes from two specific things: a lack of something from both ends on a relationship, or secretly desires that you never told your spouse or your partner.
See, that's why I like B. He been
That
like
you
this
wanna
since high
do.
school.
You know?
That's facts.
So
That's facts.
What? Say it one more time.
When we talk
That's
about
some real
secret
shit
desire,
right there.
we can
Say it one more
something
time.
else.
Yeah.
all right, I'll say it for the
Two
people. For the people
For
watching.
the people in the back.
Infidelity comes from two specific things: a lack of something from the relationship and secret desires that person has had for a minute and was too afraid to say anything about it.
B always.
I
been
told
mad since high
my
school.
wife, I said, hey, we didn't get cool, we didn't get good, because we done had some knockdown dragouts. We don't take it to social media and all that. We done had some knockdown dragouts. Hey, have my shit ready when I get home. I'm out this motherfucker. We done. But it came to the point where I said, look, we're going to have to be brutally honest with each other. Desires, what we want. If you don't fuck with me, if I'm getting fat, my dick got smaller, whatever. We have to talk about this.
Okay,
No, I don't want to know.
I'm just saying everything.
I need to know
They go
Everything.
back to the infidelity about
For
me,
real,
my ego
yeah.
just in case.
We have to be brutally honest with each other, because if there's something on your mind that you feel like you can't tell me,
Yep.
you're going to get that out some kind of way, whether it's in action,
Yep.
whether you're going to
Another
talk to another nigga, it's going to happen. So when we were at our wits' end, it's like, okay, we about to call it quits. It was like, well, let's still just talk about everything and get it out on the table. So it was like literally cutting wrists. But it was like, damn, you
It
know,
make it better.
You need to hear that.
this ain't hurt so bad. You know what I'm saying?
Necessary for growth.
It hurt my. I heard some shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, you gotta let your
my
ego-
God, bro, like.
Yeah.
Y'all so fragile.
And I'm sure, but no.
For real.
It was vice versa. I'm sure it was some things that I said that hurt her,
Hurt
but
her.
after that, it was like I got everything out, and it was
That
like,
made it
okay,
better.
I really know you now.
Yeah.
You
Right.
feel me? So
Let's
it was
heal.
like
Let's build from this.
exactly.
That's
And I would say that was about 4
And
years
that's deep
ago.
right
That's
there.
some good shit.
Yeah.
Because I didn't take it as healing, but that's what it is.
Heal and then build from there.
It's
I'm
just
going
how you
all the
go
way
about it.
Like this is what the fuck it is, man.
Cause me and my girl, we
Let me
did
be
that. We
vulnerable.
fell out. You know what I'm saying? And we was gonna quit talking. And we was like, you know what?
Let's talk.
It got to
about
be something there because we didn't bump heads before. But
not
we always
argue
come
about
back.
it. Talk about
Yeah,
it.
talk about it. That's what we did. You know what I'm saying? Cause I talked to my mom. She's like, y'all need to sit down and talk. Just do that.
Us
So
versus
we-
the problem.
Sat down and talked. Put everything out there on the table. What you do like, what you don't like, and then now we best friend.
Best friends.
We
But
partners.
you know, even crazy about that, I'll say me and my ex-wife, we better now apart.
I've
divorced,
heard that so many times.
better
That's
than
the
we were
thing,
together.
too. That's
Because
everything.
that risk
Because-
factor of talking, a lot of times people, you don't want to say something that's gonna make this person want to leave me. I
Right.
don't want to upset you.
Right.
Exactly.
Rather than
I gotta say.
I don't give a fuck if you're gonna be upset about this shit. I gotta get this shit off my chest. Whatever happens after this is gonna happen. A lot of people not like that.
So
And
as
say- and I'll
married
say-
men, how did y'all get that off to where she didn't leave? Cause it had to be a point where you like let that shit all the way out. Like if you gonna,
It was like, oh,
Right.
nigga, this is the door, the foot. It was like, okay, but since it's still right there, let's talk.
for real.
At the time, me and her, we had too much on the line to separate. You talking about pastors and teachers in the church and everything, and a lot of
Everybody
people
gonna
from
think.
older to younger looking at us
Whole
because
congregation.
we the ideal
Man.
couple and
Yeah,
everything. We got the ideal relationship and all that.
It's a
So
lot of
members
obligation.
not
exactly.
Yeah.
So if I had some inner feelings or inner desires, I couldn't tell her now Because if she go off on me and I know that this specific thing will break the whole thing, guess what? Not only are we hurt, the kids are hurt, people who follow us are hurt. Like, everybody who looked at Jen and Brian became hurt. And honestly, after divorce, a lot of people became hurt. You know, so yeah, no, seriously, no. Like that sounds funny, but that's so serious.
You run that shit through your head when you going through some incident.
That's why
Like, damn, I ain't gonna be able to go to
social
Christmas
media
with them.
and
You
stuff
feel me?
really
Like
fuck
I'm
up your mind.
Yeah, social media, that's a big part of a lot of shit. That
It
social
is.
media got people thinking they behind.
Yes.
Social media
But
got
I will
people
say,
thinking they supposed
but
to.
I will say this though. After divorce, and I just became me, totally unfiltered, raw, just being myself. I gained a lot more influence from, I'm talking about every walk of life on this earth that you can think of. I gained so much
Marriage
influence
is holding
from
you
being
back.
myself, other than upholding an image that I thought was right.
Bingo.
You know,
You look like you in the church. You talk with your
my bad. If it's in you, it's in you.
It's
You know, but
Park a car.
yeah, like it was like. But I got a lot, like, I gained my influence back, but it's about being real and not being fake and holding God in front of it.